Station from News Channel Nebraska. NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Currency makes financing quick, easy, and secure for machinery, ag equipment, and more. Visit gocurrency.com. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. And by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today.
We're here at Faith Regional, where every month you have the opportunity to get a free skin cancer screening. Let's learn more about the process. I'm here with Amy Jorgensen, a physician's assistant with breast care and plastic surgery. Right now we're talking about skin cancer screenings. What should people be on the lookout for in regards to possible skin cancer?
So we always talk about the A, B, C, D's, and E's of melanoma, but I think that applies to any sort of skin cancers. So A, asymmetry. Look at the borders. If you draw a line through your skin lesion and the sides look different, that's always the A. B is the border, so does it look nice and round or does it look kind of more scalloped? C is color, so if we have skin lesions that are changing colors. D is diameter, so anything bigger than the size of a pencil eraser, I would definitely have checked out. And then the E is evolving, so things that are changing rapidly, things that are easily bleeding, so you're drying off after a shower or you barely itch your skin and it bleeds.
So if you do notice something that you want to get checked out and you come in for a screening, what should you expect?
We offer the screenings here in our office. It is a by appointment screening, so you just call and make an appointment and we'll get you scheduled.
When you look at skin cancer right now, how common is it?
1 in 5 Americans usually will be diagnosed with skin cancer by the time they're 70.
Wow, and you can detect that here through a free screening.
Absolutely.
How special is that you get to offer that here at Faith Regional?
Oh, it's amazing because a lot of times patients are saying it's very hard to get into dermatology. And so they're letting these skin lesions go for 6 months to a year. And they can rapidly change, and especially a melanoma, which is the most serious of skin cancers, being caught early, your treatment can be much different compared to letting it grow for a long amounts of time.
Amy, thanks so much for taking time.
Absolutely.
A beautiful spring evening in Norfolk, Nebraska, as the soccer season is just underway. A few weeks into the season now, and we are ready for what should be a very fun contest between the Norfolk Panthers, the hosts tonight, and the Lincoln North Star Navigators. My name is Kalen Devin, along with Nate Bope, and this should be a really fun battle. Looking at a team like Norfolk, 3-1 on the season. You lose the opener to Lincoln Southeast. They bounce back, winning 3 straight games. And then on the other end, Lincoln North Star, a team that's had a little bit of some slow starts, 0-2 to start the season. However, really trying to turn the tide, and that's what they will try to do today, Nate.
Yeah, I mean, Lincoln North Star has been plagued by these slow starts. It plagued them last year. It's also plaguing them this year. But Norfolk is off to a really strong start, I think. So I think this is going to be a great game in front of us if Lincoln North Star can just get those things figured out and off of those slow starts. I think this could be a good contest.
It's so fun to see the way that soccer is really making a big impact in the community up here in Norfolk specifically. Now, we've already seen that in Lincoln North Star. It's one of the most diverse schools in all of Lincoln. You've got players from all over, as currently hearing the starters announced. So we'll go over those for you right now on News Channel Nebraska. For Lincoln North Star, the visitors, Fook Vu, Ronaldo Kassem, Mohamed Abdallah, Oscar Palacios, Brody Gish, Joaquin Beckman, Shahur Ahmed, Basim Aldaki, Eldin Ramulik, Kevin Borja, and Michael Ghanem. And for Norfolk, Will Anderson, Cole Fundis, Peyton Turnus, Braden Long, Isidro Rosas, Omar Nava, Sam Myers, Ethan Machuca, Vidal Aguirre, Santiago Lujo, and Maddox First. Your starters today for both teams for Norfolk and Lincoln North Star. Taking a look at a few key players, one of the guys who has our vision for today, that is Isidro Rosas. He is one of the premier players in all of Class A soccer in the state of Nebraska. Through 4 matches, already 7 goals.
Ooh. 2 assists to add to that as well. 9 goals last year. This guy is an absolute scorer. He is everywhere on the field. From an attacking standpoint, I just think he's a fun player to watch.
He really is. Our school spotlight today is brought to you by Currency. If your business needs financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers, all you need is Currency. Check out GoCurrency.com. So there you go, Lincoln North Star in Lancaster County, the capital city. Nearly 300,000 in Lincoln now. They are the Navigators, otherwise known as the Gators. Then for Norfolk, up here in Madison County, 25,000 here in the town, nearly 1,000 in the school, and they are the Panthers. A nice breeze. It is really a perfect night for some spring soccer. I keep wanting to say it's fall, but Nate, it's not there yet. We just got past winter. We don't need to go back into it yet.
No, man, I'm excited for spring. So that means soccer season. It also means baseball season, which obviously we're not concerned with right now.
It's big yet. Opening day today in terms of national baseball in the MLB. Then you've got, this is a really fun matchup that's going to be kicked off here in just a moment. And here we go. It is Lincoln North Star with possession. First, Norfolk trying to quickly take it back. And it's going to be who can start first. I think that's what we've talked about before. Keys for both teams. How can the Gators come up here and play this Panthers team? Do you think they'll have to match that aggressive nature, and trying to right now?
Well, I think they need to be smart defensively, because when you're going up against a player like Rosas that can attack from anywhere on the pitch, you've got to be able to play sound defense. Now, one thing that you're going to notice, Kaylin and viewers, when you look at Lincoln North Star, I mean, this team has sort of a set formation, but they're very flexible. You can see them run the 4-4-2, the 4-4-3, or sometimes they'll mix things up in their midfield as well.
And the same thing is with Norfolk. Pretty consistent with how Joe Myers in his 6th season likes to run this team. Loves doing a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2. That's kind of what he goes with at first. But they can also be flexible, just like the Gators. And what they are trying to do first, talking to Coach Myers pregame, is we just got to finish our shots. If we can do that, get ahead, and then play good defense the rest of the match. They have a tendency to let some teams creep back into the contest and trying to get ahead of North Star before that happens.
Yeah, and they did that in their last game against Kearney, too. I think up big to start and then let Kearney get back into that game. Already an early attack from Rosas.
Rosas, a nice tackle by North Star. That is Fook Vu. And then clears this one away. It's always fun to see how you try to build the momentum in your initial attack. And it's a long game. It takes a long time for either team. And an early shot, nice save. Michael Ghanem got there and takes away the danger early.
Would have liked to see Norfolk get maybe a pass or two more in there, a little bit of a hasty early shot. But I get it. You want to throw stuff on net. You want to challenge the goalkeeper early. Don't blame them.
So Lincoln North Star, in the first 2 matches of the season, it's not been an easy schedule by any means. You play Lincoln Southwest on the road. Then they went and played Columbus. Those are 2 ranked teams in Class A right now. Number 2 and number 10 lost to the Silverhawks 3-0, and then fought the Columbus Discoverers till the very end, but fell in overtime 2-1.
Well, how about this for Lincoln North Star and the Navigators? You have been plagued by slow starts the past couple of years, and now you lose 14 seniors off of a team from last year. Guys that can give you experience and can get those early goals. They're not here anymore. You need new pieces to step up.
Yeah, very young guys on this Gators team, trying to get in the action early for Norfolk. The shot off of Braden Long goes wide of the net. I think it's exciting, though, for a team like Lincoln North Star. Yes, you lost a lot of your senior leaders, but you bring back a crucial piece in Mohamed Abdallah.
Agreed.
He's a very a solid offensive weapon. He's going to be up top in most of the formation today for Lincoln North Star.
Well, Kalen, you talked about starting fast. I mean, Norfolk we've seen one not too great chance for Lincoln North Star, but the game has been played on the left side of the field.
Really nice tackle. Palacios makes that play, but back into possession of Norfolk. We'll see which team is able to have it early and keep possession, as Abdallah has it then taken away by Aguirre. That first game of the season for Lincoln Southeast, or for Norfolk against Lincoln Southeast, was one where they had a few injuries early on, weren't quite able to have their entire team together, lost Aguirre in that battle, and a couple of their key defenders as a deep shot is pushed away by Michael Ghanem. Norfolk trying to be aggressive early.
Try to test that near side there closest to where the Norfolk player was shooting. I think it's a well-placed shot. That's a good save.
Ghanem got up in the air to get rid of that one.
Both hands, stuck it over the crossbar.
Textbook. Set piece coming for Norfolk. It's Aguirre to put it together. Waits patiently and looking for the opportunity. In swinging header, it is in. I think they got it in there. Waiting for the flag. And it is a goal for Norfolk.
Guess
and
who?
none other than Isidro Rosas.
Beautiful header off the cross. It came right to him, and he just completely fooled the goalkeeper on that one. Went across across the length, across the grain, if you will. And already goal number 8, and this is game number 5.
That is amazing. Take a look. Rosas gets up through traffic, and he was calling for it. It took a minute. It took a minute for the official to raise the flag and count the goal, but it's good in the 5th minute, nonetheless. What a start for the Panthers, Nate.
Yeah, exactly 5 minutes in, and you talked about starting fast. Norfolk has done that. Again, they have played basically this entire game on the left side of the field. Lincoln North Star's got to answer somehow, and I think the way you do that is, well, I talked about being flexible and needing to play good defense. Well, now you're already behind. That's going to be a good start.
Wow, heck of a look for Lincoln North Star. Gators trying to push it forward. It was DeLuna, I believe, with it. And our first half today is brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic. Norfolk, they're building a legacy, one patient at a time, one generation at a time, from family practice to expert specialists. They're here for you today and every day.
I want to talk about the job for a second that head coach Joe Myers has done here at Norfolk. I mean, they had one of the best seasons in school history last year, and again, that didn't even come with making the state tournament. The last time they made it was in 2012. So he's just continued to improve. Oh, my goodness.
They're trying to get Rosas another one this early. It was a good feed. Rosas gave it his best shot, but was a little too far in front of goal for that one to deflect in. Yeah, the job that Myers has done has been fantastic. This is a team that, since that 2012 season, hasn't experienced a lot of success. They saw a lot of 3, 4, 5 win years. It was hard to get to that double-digit margin, but Joe Myers comes in now in his 6th season, and he's really built something well. That's a really good defensive play by Turnus, getting back there to poke it out. But the job by Myers cannot be understated.
And this is a massive opportunity for the Navigators right now. Already a corner. I want to see him throw more guys in that box.
Yeah, there's not a lot in there, and they'll go short. And so then that set piece didn't really amount to anything, as Mohamed Abdallah was the one who poked it in.
Well, that's definitely why they didn't have numbers in the box. That was the plan all along.
Abdallah tried to get it there to Palacios. And another throw in for the Gators.
So when you're a defensive-minded team like Lincoln North Star, that is what they're built off of. They haven't done it well so far, again, plagued by those slow starts. It's even harder for teams that play the style of soccer that they do to be able to bounce back, to be able to find that goal, and I think they missed a great opportunity on that early set piece. You're already not necessarily not a great offensive team, but it's not your first strength. Why not throw something at the net?
Yeah, give it a shot there early, especially already trailing 1-0. Still only in the 7th minute, so plenty of time left, plenty of action to go here in our first half of play. But you're right, Nate. You have that early opportunity. You want to take advantage of it.
Norfolk did.
They sure did.
They did.
Set piece work to perfection. And I think it's also just really excellent to see how teams can capitalize on those corner kicks, in those set pieces. You got the penalties, the free kicks, and a team like Norfolk that can already score in their regular offense. You toss in the set pieces and being successful there. That is a whole nother attack that the Panthers have.
That's a great defensive decision there on the back line by Vu to just draw back. He could have easily attacked that ball and decided to hang back because you know who was in the area. I mean, he's just such a fun player to watch.
Deep shot by Long. Goes Long.
Living up to the name.
Living up to the name, and a goal kick for the Gators.
It just impresses me so much how far up the field Rosas is. It doesn't affect the rest of this team's play. Rosas is the main attacking option, but look, the defensive positioning is just fantastic, and count them, 6 guys there on the back line. That's exactly why the Navigators can't get anything going.
And a quick whistle put Norfolk a little bit closer as Rosas got a little pushed in the back just a little bit. We'll give Norfolk an opportunity to set things up here with Aguirre. We'll put his foot to the ball. Trying to keep this attacking matchup rolling. This goes inside and just wide. It got deflected a bit and goes out. But it will be a corner kick for Norfolk.
Well, they capitalized off the set piece earlier. Rosas flew in for the header. Actually, didn't even fly in. It came right to him. Looks like he's going to try to fly in for this one.
So Aguirre will boot it. In swinging. There's the header. It's still in action and then saved by Ghanem. Got up for it. Delivers a deep boot down the pitch. And Lincoln North Star. Ooh, a bit of a bump, but taken away by Fundis.
Some people don't like it, especially at this level. That's really good defense.
Fundis is one of the better defenders on this Panther team. In their last match was awarded player of the match for his defensive effort. He's a fantastic member of that defense for Norfolk.
Yeah, and being a senior, he knows what it takes, too. He knows that sometimes you got to throw a little shoulder in there.
Throw a shoulder, throw a little hip into him.
We are on a football field, after all.
We are. It is a new field, too, by the way. A new
great.
turf just got installed. Fantastic.
It looks phenomenal. It looks outstanding.
Well, here comes Fundis. Long, coming wide to Rosas. He gets around his defender. Still breaking him down, then delivers it back out to Machuca, and that's just off the mark.
Looked like a well-struck ball, just floated on him a little bit. Goalkeeper and Ghanem had to challenge it.
And take that look there. Really nice, just over the crossbar. Would have been a punishing goal early.
Trying to go bar down, to use a hockey term, on that one, and just missed it.
So the Panthers, their foot to the pedal, still not taking anything off the gas. They want more. And they've scored quite a bit this season. So far through these 4 matches, 13 goals for to 6 goals against, a +7 goal differential in their last 4 games.
Well, as we've learned with Norfolk, and we both mentioned it earlier, no lead is too big for this team. They like to not necessarily slack off, but there are teams that do get back into the mix. They get back into the games as Norfolk tires, and those legs maybe start to give out a little bit. So adding more goals the sooner you can, I think, are going to be the better. And especially, too, against a defensive team like the Navigators, you really can't put them away early.
With the history between these two teams as well, in the last 5 matchups between Norfolk and Lincoln North Star, each one has just been a single goal decision. Panthers have won the last 4. And the last Gator win was on April 18th of 2019, and that was a 1-0 overtime win. But they've all been separated by just a single goal, so it shows that when these two teams meet, you know it's going to be close.
I mean, so far, in my opinion, I know the score reads what it does, only 1-0. This game is being dominated by the Panthers right now. I think they look faster. I think they look more sound. Right now, I think they're playing some great soccer. I want to see the Navigators make a couple runs here. You got to get numbers forward. A lot of guys are back or just kind of hanging out in that midfield, start to push some guys up. You got to take chances eventually.
I think you want to give it to that man right there. Number 7, that's Mohamed Abdallah. He leads you up top. Get him the ball and see what he can do. Give him an early shot, because if you get some space, watch out. Braden Long moving quickly for the Panthers. Delivers a pass outside, and too long, looking for Fundis. And out of touch. For a team like North Star that is very defensive, trying to push it up quickly, Panthers are all over it. A good clear out. Norfolk retains possession. Outnumbered on the attack. And going, I will stay with the Panthers.
Flag bearer changed her mind over there.
Happens every once in a while. You make the first decision. That's a good, just knocked away.
Souvenir. I'm just kidding. You probably have to give that one back.
Yeah, you got to give him back. I love the way, though, Romulik just kind of lifted his foot and just denied that pass forward. This is an easy save for Ghanem.
Already a couple.
Yeah, he's got some early action so far. Made a couple of nice plays already. Did allow that one goal on the header, but that's a really tough play to make.
Ooh.
Well, good job by First getting in there. Could have been a dangerous spot for the Panthers. Abdallah was up there. So was Palacios.
I had to catch myself. I almost said First hasn't really been challenged yet, and that would have been a broadcaster jinx for sure.
Well, First comes up there and makes the play. In his 4th start, he's allowed 5 goals on 13 shots on goal. He's made 14 saves this season, and 1 shutout to add to his accolades this year.
Yeah, the shutout against my alma mater and Miller North.
And what's really interesting about that, I'm glad you brought that up, Nate. Millard North, that was a matchup where Norfolk played them in that Bellevue East tournament, and they won the Bellevue East tournament, so the Panthers got that trophy. Joe Myers is pretty pumped up about that. And then after losing to Norfolk 4-0, Millard North comes back, and they beat Creighton Prep.
Yeah, and I mean, let's talk about Creighton Prep for a second.
Yeah.
I believe, 9 of the last 14 years, they've made the championship game, and they've won 5 of them. If you want to talk about the dynasty in Class A high school soccer in the state of Nebraska, you're talking about the Creighton Prep Blue Jays.
Yeah, you're thinking about Creighton Prep, and they're truly the epitome of successful soccer right now. Creighton Prep's up at the very top. They have they just continually get there. They've won back-to-back state titles, both of them over Lincoln Southwest, and the Silverhawks are trying to make their name known. One of the best teams in soccer. They'll actually come up here in a week from today to come play the Panthers.
That could be a fun one.
And they played last year, too, in the HAC championship of the Silver Division, and that was really fun to watch. It ended up being a 1-0 Silverhawk win. Norfolk had a chance late to tie it, just missed it. but the Silverhawks got that HAC championship win, and it was a really fun matchup to see. I've got a lot of good stuff for that game next week. We've got some good ones, and we will be back for it, Norfolk and Lincoln Southwest, in a week from now. But North Star trying to push forward. Gators looking to build on an opportunity, and Norfolk takes it right back.
Little bit too much pressure there for the Gator attackers from the back line of the Panthers, and that's all that Norfolk needed.
Rosas on the near side. Aguirre patiently, nice deflection. That's Brody Gish who was in the way of that pass. And there's a whistle. Stays with the Panthers. A little bit of contact against the Gators.
And look at how Norfolk has got a lot of numbers up here. Again, that's what I want to see Lincoln North Star start to do on the opposite end.
And it forces North Star to try to match those numbers on the defensive end here. Aguirre pushes one forward, and that's pushed over the crossbar by Ghanem. A nice look from Aguirre, though.
Went for goal off the free kick.
Why not?
Why not indeed?
That's what happens if you eat your Wheaties. You're feeling strong. So here comes another corner kick for the Panthers. This is a little bit further out. Rosas takes it, has it deflected. Pushed off by Kassem.
Counterattack now.
Well, here comes Abdallah. Abdallah's got that space, but a lot of Norfolk defenders on him. Can he do it himself? He can't right there.
Abdallah has got great footwork, and just having the ball at his feet, he's so skilled, but I think sometimes he just tries to overdo it. Tries to do a little too much, and maybe a tad too much right there. But his teammates, you also got to come help him.
Mm-hmm. You got to get some more guys up as Norfolk trying to counter. Moved up quickly, nearly halfway through this first half.
Good tackle.
Pushing it up for the Gators. Fundus back there on defense and takes it away. Was able to get in there on Puentes and take it out. Nice through ball up the wing.
Earn a corner off that.
So here we go again. Norfolk with another corner opportunity. Had multiple early chances. Scored that first goal of the match in the 5th minute from a corner.
From the same corner there as well.
So Rosas, he's playing a little further back.
Right at about the penalty spot.
And again, Aguirre to take the set piece. A little bit of a line drive. Not the cleanest look from Aguirre, but Norfolk keeps possession.
I think he was trying to drive that one back over. You had someone cutting into the box from Norfolk, and I think that was the move there. It just didn't work out.
Abdallah feeds one in. And a tremendous job by Maddox first, getting out there on Palacios. Made that play and did not allow an attack.
Got a little physical there, too.
There's another look. Palacios got slid underneath as first pushed out there. Are you okay with that as a keeper? You want to go out and attack, or would you rather have sit back there and see what Palacios can do?
I mean, I didn't really see a whole lot of numbers on the opposite side of the field, so I'm kind of okay with him coming up and making that play, coming off his line a little bit. Again, those are always moments, no matter how smart the play is, where your coach is, no, oh, okay, you made the play. We'll give you a pass.
Sam Myers boots this one into the stands. North Star will have it again. We've got about 18 minutes left in our first half. Our first half today is also thanks in part to Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet. Well, allegedly, one of our cameramen had his car hit by that ball that Sam Myers drilled over the seats. It's okay. It's not. Hey, we talked about it being opening day.
At least it's not baseball.
At least it's not a baseball. Much better to have a soccer ball hit your windshield than a baseball or a softball.
The soccer ball might just make the car alarm go off, but you're paying for a new windshield if a baseball hits that.
Yeah, and that's never fun.
I don't hear a car alarm, so hopefully everything's okay.
Seems to be good. So that chance, not quite there for Lincoln North Star. And a goal kick for the Panthers. Talk a little bit about Joe Burt in his 5th season for Lincoln North Star as head coach. Originally from Lincoln, actually went to Lincoln East and won a state title with the Spartans back in 2002. Was an All-American goalkeeper on that team, an All-State goalkeeper on that squad. Continued playing soccer for Barton Community College in Great Bend, Kansas. And he's also the head coach for the Sting Soccer Club.
He thinks his group is off to a really positive start this year and said that in the second half of their last game, they really started to come together. I think right now they got a little bit of work to do. I think they can be cleaner, they can be crisper, but right now, again, Norfolk, I think their agility and their quickness is definitely getting these Navigators off kilter a little bit. But we're starting to see them get some more attacking chances, which is a good thing for them.
DeLuna will deliver this one in. That's a great point, Nate. The chances for Lincoln North Star definitely increasing in number. Can they capitalize on these opportunities? And on the other side, for Norfolk, you talked about we've talked about Coach Myers saying, hey, we have this 1-0 lead. What can we do with it? Can we tack on another one? Can we increase that lead? Or will we allow the Gators to come back and make a few plays and make it a tight game? Right now, Lincoln North Star really hasn't had that opportunity. They've looked for to find the equalizer, but maybe a chance here.
I love that defensive possession from Lincoln North Star. I mean, I'm sure you noticed it too. Look at how much more aggressive they were. They were double teaming the soccer ball. They were getting into the passing lanes. That's more of the defense I think we're used to seeing out of this Navigator team.
Join us for our halftime highlights today, brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones. Thanks to Sartor Heyman. At the break between our first and second half, you'll be able to see some of the best plays so far. We'll get to see that header again by Rosas. We'll also get to see some nice plays defensively by Michael Ghanem for Lincoln North Star.
He's had to make some good saves.
A deep boot. Palacios is on it.
Should be onside too.
And it is. Oh, nice closeout defensively by Sam Myers. That's Coach's son making the good play.
So as a coach, do you think that you should be a little harsher on your kids or maybe give them a little more leeway?
Well, I think that's up to the parent for sure, the parent and coach. It definitely depends on what kind of coach you are. And I think for the most part, Coach Myers is very relaxed. Joe, he's pretty chill when it comes to coaching the guys, but he does a great job of rallying them together. And you've seen that with how this team has improved the last few seasons. And I think on the other end, you might have a guy like Coach Joel Burt, who might have a little bit more fire depending on the situation. I think both coaches can turn it on and off. Just depends on where you're at. And I think, especially once we reach the end of the first half, we'll see who can make the bigger tweaks in the locker room.
So this is a really interesting place for a free kick, and they have numbers up here now.
And saved by Maddox first.
You don't usually see many free kicks from there.
No, that's an interesting spot to do it, and we'll see if they'll have more opportunities later on in the match.
Again, they're starting to get a lot crisper, and I think a lot more confident in their attacking front, too. Early goals in soccer games, especially one off a set piece, can just feel devastating.
Machuca got bodied a little bit, lost possession, but stays with Norfolk. Pushes it up to Lujo. One of a pair of twins today, Sebastian Lujo and Santiago Lujo. Here's a feed in the middle that is easily saved by Ghanem. Not too difficult for the keeper there. 12:43 to go in this first half of action. Gators trying to find their footing, find that confidence, like you mentioned, Nate. Last season, Lincoln North Stars started 0-6. They lost a battle to Norfolk, but after that match, they won 4 straight. So this is a team that if they can put things together as Palacios drives forward, North Star still with it, trying to break through.
You do not see Abdallah on the field right now. And I think he would have been a big piece into that attacking motion that they just had a little bit ago. But free kicks are starting to pile up here.
They're getting their opportunities to move forward. You can see Abdallah on the far sideline.
This team has momentum. They need him in now.
As this ball goes out of touch, and that's exactly what will happen. 3 subs coming in for the Gators and a pair coming in for the Panthers. 11:13 to go in this first half. So with that, you bring in Abdallah, Oscar Palacios will go to the sideline, and he's been a big factor so far for Lincoln North Star. So you bring in one, you take out the other, but I think you're okay with having a little bit of rest for Abdallah and bringing him back into the match.
Yeah, absolutely. I think eventually if the score stays like it is or worsens, or in Norfolk's case gets better for them, but I mean, then maybe you're going to have to try to play both of them, one on either wing, maybe go to 2-striker system. Again, North Star likes to mix up their formations, and even though this is more of a defensive team, they can get in some attacking sets, like a 3-4-2-1.
All going back to the Gators. Got away from Will Anderson. It's always fun to see what kind of formations you can mix up and be flexible with. We talked about that earlier in the broadcast. Both teams can be flexible. But who do you want to go up with? More attackers, like you mentioned, late in the match. We'll see what North Star does. Still plenty of time. Under 10 minutes officially in this first half as Abdallah gets up the pitch. Now he's cornered.
And that's what I mean with the skill. But again, just a little bit too much. It's working out.
Here's Vu. And that goes away.
Off the left upright, so not a goal or 3 points.
Clanked it off the iron. There's another look at it. Just a single doink.
Sorry, Bears fans.
Are we?
I'm a Browns fan. I can't say much. No comment.
No comment. I like that. About 9 minutes to go in our first half. It's a 1-0 lead for the Norfolk Panthers. Scored in the 5th minute of the contest on a header by Isidro Rosas for his 8th goal of the season. That goal by Rosas also put him at 30 in his career. He's currently 3rd in Norfolk's history as that just goes wide of the goal.
Great chance, and those are always ones that you're going to want to have back as an attacker. That was a very well-placed ball. Probably put it in the only spot he could, and unfortunately, it just curled wide.
So Norfolk able to get another opportunity. But right now, it's kind of been the Lincoln North Star that has been able to take advantage. They've held possession for a lot of this second half of the first half. And we'll see what the Gators can do in the final 8 minutes in half number 1.
I agree with you. I think the momentum is starting to swing a little bit here. Norfolk is not getting the quality of chances that we saw earlier in this game, and the Navigators are finally starting to bring some numbers up. I mean, you look right now, you'll take a 2-on-3 with how good your back line is.
Mm-hmm. A very good defensive team. A team that is so diverse as well. As this is brought up, first is able to get there. Tried to look for Abdallah. Could have been another opportunity for the Gators, but first able to stop the danger.
And mistimed his slide there, too. I think came up a little bit early, as you see right there. Kind of had to stop his slide midway. That was almost really scary and almost the easiest goal Abdallah's ever had.
Could have drew this thing even, but it stays 1-0 in Norfolk's favor. Very good crowd out here tonight as well on a nice Thursday evening.
It's a beautiful day. It's gorgeous outside. I can't believe it. And then this weekend, rain and all the nasty stuff is coming.
Well, we don't want to think about that. Just take a look at the beautiful outside, the ambiance. This is up and taken by Ghanem. Another easy save for the Gators. Some nasty stuff supposed to come this weekend with snow. A wintry mix. Rosas makes his way into the box. Saved by Ghanem again.
Notice that shot was going to go low, and that's when you as a goalkeeper just got to try to cover as much surface area as you can on the floor. Beautiful move by Rosas. I don't even think he mishit it. I think it was a well-hit ball. That's just a good save.
Ghanem's done a nice job today.
4 or 5 by my count.
And just, again, that one header, really tough play to make.
I mean, on that one, he just had no chance. He was on the complete opposite side. That was just beautifully done by Isidro Rosas. But he's made some really good plays, some good saves.
Abdallah to throw it in, finds Ahmed. Flores Mora. And here's a chance that is easily saved by first. Sahar Wahab had possession for the moment.
Yeah, and I don't really understand the idea of what Wahab was trying to go for there. There was no one really up front. That was almost dangerous.
Panthers are trying to put a little pressure on the Gators here, and now Nate going to the final 5 minutes of the first half. Do things change with your mentality, with your aggressiveness for either side?
I don't think so. I mean, clearly not for Lincoln North Star, as you see right here. They are still being as aggressive as ever. But it's a very common theme amongst pretty much all athletics, maybe besides baseball. But you want to win the middle part of the game. Football coaches will talk about the middle 8. Basketball coaches will talk about the middle 8. I think the middle 10, really important for the game of soccer. Maybe even the middle 6 if you want to cut it down just a little bit.
Oh, wow. That was an incredible look. Michael Ghanem again makes the play.
But building momentum into the half is always important.
We'll take another look here. It was Braden Long.
Great move to even put that thing on goal. That's some phenomenal skill.
Rosas covered up as Kassem takes it.
I think if Lincoln North Star can get their passing a little crisper, what a steal.
There's a look curling forward, but Maddox first makes the play off the foot of Basim Aldaki.
Well, it seemingly worked out for him that time, but I think if the Gators can get their passing to be a little crisper here, I think they're going to have some real nice chances.
Trying to feed it in for Rosas, but Michael Ghanem cuts it off. Feels like the tempo is moving.
Oh, yes.
For both directions.
It's definitely picked up here.
Both trying to find something in the final 3:18 of our first half. Currently Norfolk with the 1-goal advantage. Couple subs coming back in, so Abdallah will check back out as Oscar Palacios comes back into the match. Brody Gish also comes back in for Lincoln North Star. Stick around for our halftime show today, brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney and Insurance 365, your local expert for your Medicare plans. 2.5 to go in half number 1. Aguirre delivers it into the box. Myers had it for a moment, fakes the delivery, slides and gets it back. Myers with some great effort. And that wide from the Panthers.
Again, a good job to win that tackle right there, too. Just out-battle Palacios for that ball. Great defensive move. And on the other side, it was Sam Myers that had it at his feet, just, I think, a touch a little too strong, and he could have put that thing on goal. Wisely decided to pull it out, but, again, that's that back line of Lincoln North Star.
Oh, here's another chance, and it's still up for grabs, and now might have an injury. Michael Ghanem is down.
Stops the clock with 1:23. That was a...
Gavin Bloom got out there. Now he'll lie down on the turf too. And another player down is Ronaldo Kasem. Wow. I mean, bang, bang, bang. So Kasem goes down on the far side of the screen there. Bloom comes forward and catapults over Michael Ghanem.
Maybe a little more shocked than anything. That didn't seem too violent to me. It just looked like he tripped over the goalkeeper.
So with 1:23 to go in the first half, there's a look at Joel Burt talking with Ghanem. Kasem back up on his feet as well. Bloom back up. Looks like everyone is back up and ready for action.
Whenever you get the double thumbs up,
it's always good.
That's always a good sign. I question the 1 thumbs up, but the 2?
The 2 means you're good to go. Manuel Puentes back into the ballgame for Lincoln North Star. Machuca to Rosas. Good ball movement. That's a strong delivery. High and away.
I mean, just trying to put something on net in this final minute.
You like the aggressiveness?
Oh, yeah.
But a bit strong from Omar Nava.
See what Lincoln North Star can do. They've been aggressive. They've been pushing tempo pretty well.
What a feed. A great goal kick.
Seems like Lincoln North Star might be pretty content with taking this thing 1-0. Norfolk's not.
Rosas says, I want more. Pushes forward. Ghanem gets there, pokes it away, and then picks it up. So last gasp for the Panthers, trying to get something added at the end of the first half.
And you hear Coach Burke saying, take your 6 seconds. Again, that tells me that they're pretty content going into this thing 1-0.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
No play here.
2, 1.
So that will wrap up the first half of action. Norfolk Panthers get the early start. Isidro Rosas off a corner kick delivers in a header to give the Panthers a 1-0 lead, and they hold it all the way up until the end of half number 1. As we head into the break, we'll stay tuned for our halftime highlights, our halftime show, and all of that and more as we break down what we just saw and head into half number 2 between the Panthers and the Gators. It's all coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
The air inside your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. John Henry's priority is keeping your home safe and healthy for you and your family. Cleaning your home's air duct system is an important part of that goal. Our service professionals will clean your air ducts using top-of-the-line equipment that pulls air in reverse through the duct system, while using compressed air and agitation tools to remove unwanted particles. Once the air is discharged, it runs through 3 stages of filtration, leaving your air duct system restored and functioning cleaner than ever. Contact John Henry's today and schedule your steps to a healthier home.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. Central Nebraska Orthopedic, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
I missed on.
Look at the sunset on this beautiful spring evening as our first half has come to an end, and the Norfolk Panthers with the lead over Lincoln North Star, 1-0. Kalen Debin and Nate Bope joining you today from Norfolk, Nebraska. We'll take a look at our halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers, stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones, and relive that first half of action. So we saw an early look for Norfolk, that one a bit wide. A lot of good plays made today so far by Michael Ghanem, Nate.
Yeah, I mean, he's been incredible. His athleticism is really on display, but this one right here, thing of beauty.
Perfectly delivered. and the confidence by Rosas, he says, we got it in. That is his 8th goal of the season. His 30th goal as a Norfolk Panther, 3rd all-time for this squad. Yeah, he's just a junior.
Yeah, and he's had so many great chances. Had a little tweener right there between the legs. And, I mean, he's made some absolutely incredible plays. His athleticism, fun to watch. That one, too, just a little bit high. Seeing a lot of shots get sailed over the net, as I'm sure we'll see more here through this highlight reel. Yeah,
Ethan Machuca wanted that one. Here was the free kick by Vidal Aguirre that had a chance on goal.
Again, that a nice move and worked out for Lincoln North Star. That gave them their first real opportunity of the contest, and there were more to come. But Norfolk, I mean, that right there was just such a great feat of athleticism. I don't know how he got that thing on net, but.
And one of the seniors on this team, Braden Long. And then there's the save by Maddox First, who didn't see a lot of action in the first portion of the first half, picked up a little bit there in the second portion. And Norfolk tried to get one more added on, flipping over Gavin Bloom with Michael Ghanem.
So now that I'm watching that one again, I said earlier it didn't look too violent to me. It did look like Ghanem got a little touch to the head, so glad he's okay.
Yeah, he stayed in the final 123 of that first half. So really fun, back and forth so far, but Norfolk took that early lead. The Gators came back in and got a little bit of momentum, but they have not found that drawing goal quite yet, and they'll still be searching for that as we move forward. Our first half, and this broadcast is all thanks in part to the Kearney Sportsplex, and this is a beautiful building that's going to be opening up here in about a month, I believe, Nate.
Look at that rendering, huh?
When was the last time you've been to Kearney?
I actually am about to go to Kearney this weekend. So I go to school at Wayne State College, and we got a little award ceremony down there for a lot of student media work. But I've been there before. It's been a little bit. I got some friends down there. But, yeah, I mean, that's going to be a very nice addition to what already is a good city.
So take a minute to go drive by on Eunice. You can check it out. You can see all the construction. Take it all in, Nate. When you go on Eunice Drive out in Kearney, you'll look at the Sportsplex. You know what they're going to have? I don't know if you've ever heard what they're going to have yet. So here, take a listen.
Me.
They will have 8 regulation high school basketball courts with 3,000 plus spectator bleachers. So that's fantastic. They'll have a turf field in there, 66,000 square footage premium turf field. They will also have, my favorite part, 4 pickleball courts.
Oh, there you go.
Big pickleball guy over here, Nate.
Oh, okay.
You ever play?
I've played a little bit. I'm not going to lie, play a little bit. And, disc golf is more my niche speed.
Well, hey, you can play a little bit of disc golf. You can play ultimate frisbee inside the field house if you're a fan of that. You know, that's still fun.
Yeah?
A lot of things to do there in Kearney at the Kearney Sportsplex off of Eunice.
The 8 basketball courts, AAU tournaments are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's what's going to be so fun about it. They've already booked many tournaments, including wrestling, volleyball, pickleball, and basketball there in Kearney. So make sure to check out the Kearney Sportsplex. We'll get ready for our second half of action between Norfolk and Lincoln North Star coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
The halftime show is brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. And by Insurance 365, your local expert for your Medicare plans.
A body in motion stays in motion until you feel that muscle tighten, that sharp pain you didn't expect, and suddenly you're stopped in your tracks. KRT helps you get back in action with all natural pain relief in just minutes. Don't get sidelined by muscle cramps. Stay in the game with KRT.
Somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Heritage at Fountain Point, redefining senior living with a steadfast commitment to comfort, compassion, and dignity. Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Teammates Mentoring is in need of mentors, especially for students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them reach their full potential. 92% of Teammates Mentors report that they leave their mentoring time in a better mood than when they arrive. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Teammates.org today to learn more information about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. Do you live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Fields, farms, communities. That's Farmers Pride. Our purpose is simple. We help farmers feed the world. We bring value to our communities by investing in what matters to people. because we are from here, work here, and live here. We believe in cooperatives, locally owned, locally operated, and locally controlled. In the field, on your farm, in your community. That's Farmers Pride.
Second half about to get underway here from Norfolk, Nebraska at Memorial Field. And here we go. Kaylin Debin and Nate Bope joining you today for this fantastic match of soccer so far. A 1-0 lead for the Panthers. Got a goal in the 5th minute by Isidro Rosas. But North Star has kind of been the team pushing forward for a little bit of momentum. Nate, we talked about that in the first half. What can the Gators do here?
Well, the tempo for both teams at the end of that first half really picked up, and you're already seeing that continue right here. But there are a couple of attacks where North Star just doesn't have the numbers that Norfolk does. I think they got to try to match that, get into a little bit more of their aggressive sets. This is a team that likes to change sets a lot. They are very flexible. Good opportunity here early.
Gators trying to push it in. There's a shot wide off the foot of Edwin DeLuna.
Much like in basketball, when it's just nice to see a shot go through the rim, it could be nice to just get something on goal and see the goalkeeper have to try to make a save on something you put towards the net. I think that's what that shot tried to do right there.
And see how you're feeling. What's it look like as this feed up to the far side?
Speaking of basketball, how's the bracket?
No, there's a feed that is saved, and that is a new keeper in there for Lincoln North Star as well. Bobbled for a moment off a strong, powerful kick. Take another look there. What a play.
Yeah, great save. Maybe you're worried a little bit about Ghanem and possibly just the health concerns there after that collision.
Now it's Cole Smith, the freshman, who makes that save. Well, you mentioned the bracket. Oh, let's see. I think everybody makes a few of them, right?
I have about 10 or so. Yeah.
Well, what's the best one looking like? You still got some teams in it?
I'm glad this never happens to me. I felt like 10, and always one of my upset crazy brackets happens to outperform all my. No, my main bracket's actually the best one right now.
That's good. That's good. And yeah, the Sweet 16 is currently underway here tonight, getting ready for some more basketball action, and you can watch all of those once this one comes to an end. But my bracket's doing all right. Not too bad. Definitely better than I imagined as well. As this, again, goes past first, all he has to do is watch it float on by. So we talk about Michael Ghanem, who left the game, had a bit of an injury, got corralled along with Gavin Bloom in that first half. So now the freshman Cole Smith is back there, made a nice save a moment ago. Doesn't have the size that Ghanem does, but still made a heck of a play.
Being a heck of a play, that's a heck of a play defensively right there, too. Yeah, Kevin Borgia in there and just made a heck of a play on the ball.
Rosas barrels over Shahar Ahmed here.
Man, that wall is really close. I was going to say, I don't think they're going to let him stand right there.
They got to move a little bit further backward.
I mean, if you were allowed to do that, that'd just be patently unfair.
Right? And you'd have to get it away. And what they do here, that's way over the bar.
Kalen, I love the idea. I absolutely love it.
Vidal Aguirre sends it to the moon. Bit of a no-look feed.
And to the skate park.
Those kids must be having a fun time on the skate park, and then a soccer ball just shoots in. Rosas tangled up. Whoa!
I was going to say, that's a foul.
Rosas.
Any way you slice it, that's a foul.
Rosas and Fook Vu. Check it out.
I mean, he just dragged him down there by the shirt.
and then Rosas kind of shoves him back down to the turf.
And Fook Vu, a little physical.
Rosas back on it.
Are you surprised that's not a card?
I kind of was. I mean, it's difficult to say on who. Vu had the initial grab, but then the shove by Rosas could have warranted a card there too.
I kind of feel like the shove negated the card now that I'm really thinking about it. I feel like if Vu was just going to pull him and hold him and Rosas gets up like, what the heck is your problem, man?
Right.
Then maybe the yellow comes out, but no need for that.
Instead, you have both players go back and forth a little bit. You decide not to card either, and I think that's the correct call.
Well, I'll tell you what, the pace of play is definitely increasing. So is the physicality.
Oh, the feed was there from Rosas. Delivered a perfect pass on the inside. Norfolk nearly
watch this, folks.
Had another one from Braden Long. Just got by him.
I mean, Braden Long's going to see that one in his nightmares. He's going to want that one back any day of the week. That was close.
Cole Smith was bracing himself for what got put his way, but didn't have to worry too much about it there. Getting pretty physical right now. Norfolk trying to push back forward, but the Gators make another nice play.
Here's a good attack. Again, I said that passing had to be crisper. It's proving that way right now, but now they need numbers.
DeLuna, he'll take a deep shot, and that's off the crossbar, or off the upright of the football goalpost.
Doink.
Another one. So that's officially double. Just so you know.
Again, no comment. Because the time I say the bad thing about the Bears, they'll say, "Aren't you a Browns fan?" I'll be like, "Yep, yep."
Oh,
it's okay. I have something in common with you Bears fans. We've endured just about as much pain. So
it's so fun, especially being this far from football season. But that's everyone's identity, it seems like. And we talk about identities. Both teams trying to search for theirs this season. Norfolk 3-1, Lincoln North Star 0-2.
That's
DeLuna shoved down to the turf by Aguirre. And
the
no
crowd
card.
Trying to argue that he tripped over his own feet. I mean, I don't think so. That's a pretty clear, obvious, hey, man, he got in my way.
No card comes out, but free kick for the Gators. It's Edwin DeLuna who will take it. What would you do here, Nate?
I mean, we've already seen someone try to go for goal out here. I think try to find the head of a teammate, Palacios, a great option. He's got that size to him, and he can get up. And he goes for goal instead. That one's good.
Through the uprights.
Sadly, though, that doesn't count.
No 3 points there.
If that did count, I mean, you had some weird hybrid football-soccer thing going on. First of all, I don't think Europe would be very happy with that.
Invent a new game. We could invent a new one. And that does go out. Shot by the official.
Do you have a European team?
So, I mean, if you want to be technical, I was...
hang on now.
Some more action. Ooh. And there is a card. So officially the first card of the match, Santiago Lujo.
Yeah, saw it there a little bit earlier. I mean, the official now might have to start. And here we go, Kaylin. This is what I had said exactly earlier. You have both Palacios and Abdallah on the field, although weird to me that Abdallah is all the way back at, for reference, on the football field at the 30-yard line. Probably I'd say, I think the official telling the kicker to wait until I give the signal.
Yeah, he's probably about 38 yards or so from the goal, if you want to go in yards. Now stepping up.
was going to try to go in meters, but that conversion didn't work.
This is sent too far by DeLuna once again. Nearly 10 minutes gone in our second half. Still a 1-0 lead for the Norfolk Panthers. Here comes Abdallah.
And now that the sun is down, we are officially under the lights. Thursday night lights.
And it feels good out. The window's open in the booth.
That breeze is blissful.
Bloom taken by Abdallah. Now up to DeLuna. Looking for Palacios.
There's the 2-1 up top. Too long. Again, crisper passing.
I gotta be a little bit more clean, and the chances will come. Still about 30 minutes left in this contest. Still time for the Gators, who trail by a goal. Now, you mentioned the international teams. So you said you're a kind of an Arsenal guy.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't have a very good reason. But I do like me some Gunner football.
It's because you're just a bandwagon. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Shots fired. Ouch.
I think if you're just a fan of any Premier League soccer, it's pretty fun to see the teams in action. It seems like there's always a lot of love for Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham are some of the premier teams. Of course, Chelsea also in that conversation.
I don't mean to offend anyone there, but I can't stand either of the Manchester teams. So,
how about this one for you? A little League 2 in France, Bordeaux.
Okay.
How about that? Used to be League 1 for a long, long time. Relegated a few years ago and working their way back up.
Now, Wrexham would be the bandwagon, but it's a big Ryan Reynolds fan myself.
It's okay then. It's okay to be.
I can proudly say we're on the bandwagon.
I think that's okay to hop on that bandwagon. That's a fun one. Fuqua will toss it in for North Star. Another bit of a bump. Cole Fundis, he's done that a few times today. He's not afraid to get his body in on the action. Vu, some nice moves, trying to stay with it.
Again, pace of play is definitely shot up here, and honestly, it's hard to tell who that favors right now. You'd probably be remiss if you didn't say Lincoln North Star, just because the game has flipped. Norfolk was controlling everything in the beginning of this game,
right.
And then the pace started to increase, and now you're seeing more and more chances for Lincoln North Star. They haven't been of much quality.
Right, they're still looking for that first real chance. Had a couple good looks, but haven't had anything that's been too dangerous yet. Rosas to Bloom. Rosas again.
Well, that's a bad decision from Bloom.
Panthers wanted to put something together, but Bloom able to get back on it.
Smart
put
decision
it out of touch.
To just punch it out there, let some of your defenders get back. But North Star needs some offense.
I love the way Abdallah moves. He's so fun to watch.
Like I said, he's so skilled, so good. Surprised that's not a foul. Towards here. Well, didn't quite get that high.
Official just comes for a quick conversation with Ethan Machuca. No foul. Abdallah breaks through. Good movement by Abdallah. Takes a shot, and that is saved by Maddox first.
There's the first real chance, and honestly, Kalen, I think it could have been a little bit better for him. If he tries to cut that thing a little bit more inside, you have Palacios right in front of the net.
It was also an excellent job by Nava. He kind of poked the ball back into first's hands, who made the initial save. The ball kind of rolled away, and Nava just gently kicked it back to first. Now there's a player down for North Star. That's Eldine Romulik, who now is being helped up. Yeah, he whipped his head back on the turf. But looks to be okay.
Again, we're starting to see some more physical collisions out there now. And Norfolk's starting to get a little sloppy with the soccer ball. Just a little bit.
Aguirre taking it up the flank. Able to find Lujo. He'll take the shot, and that is saved initially by Smith. And it will be a corner for Norfolk.
Had to come outside the box a little bit. I think a good decision by the keeper, and Smith not really sure where that one was going to wind up, so might as well punch it aside.
Here's Aguirre. Deflected. Nice job by Kassem with the deflection. Still not cleared yet.
Still not out of danger.
Norfolk will take this one off of Smith. He makes a good play to get up there and change the path a little bit. But another corner coming for the Panthers.
I think if Fundus makes a little bit of a deeper run there, he probably can make a play on that ball, pass it back inside, as you'll see right here. Honestly, never mind that. I'm looking at it from that angle. It did look to be a little bit too far for him to run. So a good decision. My apologies, Cole Fundus.
Here's another look for Norfolk, trying to increase a 1-goal lead. Aguirre, that's a bit long, but set up just high. Nearly a chance for Cole Fundus.
We'll see a replay on that one as well, because it was a phenomenal opportunity.
Initially looked like it was long, but Fundus was right there. Here's the look again.
Again, as you said, Kalen, a little long. Oh, got the head on it, out-jumped everybody. But when you got a crowd of bodies around you like that, really hard to place it where you want.
Second half today is thanks in part to Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. .23 to go. And currently a 1-0 lead for the Norfolk Panthers still. Led by Joe Myers in his 6th season. And he's got a really cool story. Coach Myers grew up overseas in Venezuela. His parents were missionaries. Father from Nebraska, mom was from Colorado. Came back home to Norfolk, graduated in 1993 and was actually a part of the first ever soccer team here in Norfolk. Norfolk trying to put one on here. That just goes beyond the goal line. But while Myers was there, he decided to go back and teach in Venezuela, where he actually met his wife. Then came back home to Nebraska and took over head coaching duties during the COVID season. Didn't really have a first year. But in his tenure so far, he's 44-32.
Probably around a .580 win percentage off the top of my head.
You got it.
Wow, look at me go. All those calculus skills pay off someday.
That sounds terrible. Calculus?
I took both Calc 1 and 2 before I got out of high school. I'm what the kids might call a nerd.
Oh, collision with Fundus and Abdallah. You can hear some kids in the front row chanting, "You can't do that."
Well, they're right. You can't. I mean, even though he was still trying to make a play on the ball, did unfortunately bowl over his defender.
If anybody was watching our coverage of some state basketball in Lincoln, that was a very common phrase heard. Nice through ball here, and then another bump. Oh man, big collision.
I was going to say thank you for the whistle on that. That's, wow.
Braden Long goes down hard, and not intentional. Didn't look like.
I think it looked worse than it was.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't think we saw a card come out, so the official recognizing what we did.
So here's Rosas. He will take the free kick.
I mean, they're leaving him all sorts of space. I kind of got a feeling he's going for goal here.
Last time he fed one off to Aguirre. And so North Star covers him up.
About the same place, too.
Yeah, very, very similar. But last time there was nobody on Vidal Aguirre, and this time Gators are not giving him a chance. So Rosas goes for goal. And a bit strong. A powerful boot does not curl its way back in.
Got nothing really to say. Did exactly what I thought he would do. Just didn't place it where he wanted.
You did call it. He wanted to go for goal, which he did.
Sometimes the little soccer tense tingles at the right time. So
the soccer tense.
Can't really call it Spidey sense.
Yeah, so there's Spider-Man, then there's Soccer Man. Is that your alter ego?
I wouldn't say that.
Kalen Devin and Nate Bope joining you today on News Channel Nebraska. It is truly the perfect night for a game of soccer. An easy save here for Cole Smith. But a nice breeze. Nothing too terrible as it has been, it seems like, in Nebraska the past few weeks. It's been very windy as of late. Today, not that.
It's absolutely gorgeous outside. I mean, good day for any sport, really. Football, baseball, softball. You want to go outside and shoot some hoops? Why not?
It's perfect. The lights are on, and we're here with you in Norfolk, Nebraska.
More importantly, they're here with us, which is very important.
A great slide tackle, and now North Star trying to push one up. Then Fundis is back on it for the Panthers. Here comes Machuca. Has to leap over the sliding defender. Still 18 minutes to go. And Nate, if you're head coach Burt of Lincoln North Star, not worried yet? Don't want to change anything up too much yet?
No, I mean, they're playing really sound defensively. And again, just another tight game. This is, just too long of a pass. That's been a theme for Lincoln North Star today. Just way too long on their passing. But, again, they did what I had sort of alluded to a little bit in that first half. It's almost like they heard me or something. But Palacios and Abdallah both on the field. They're both now in that striker-esque position, that forward position, if you will. They're right there with Edwin DeLuca. So you got three great goal scorers all right there in your front line. That's going to be your attacking front. Right now, they look to be in like a 4-3-3, which if they can get spacing, that's what you want to do with a 4-3-3. I think it's going to work out well for them.
Our second half today is also thanks in part to our friends at Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. You can discover more at lincoln.org. Taking a look at some of the rankings so far in Class A, the top 10, with Creighton Prep at number 1, even though they did have that loss to Millard North. We've got Nate, who's pumping his fist, proud alumni.
Man, Creighton Prep is the rival, so always good when you could beat them.
Lincoln Southwest, they're at number 2, and they're a team that is going to be really searching for a state title, just like Palacios searching for this chance on the attack.
Oh, this is the best one.
Palacio, nice feed inside. The chance, and it's in! The tying shot comes in for Lincoln North Star. It is Edwin DeLuna. My goodness.
There's the grade A chance we've been waiting for from this Navigator team. And they finally put one in the back of the net. I mean, that was a gorgeous feed.
So, yeah, DeLuna comes in and makes the play. He had a few of those passes a little bit earlier today that he wasn't able to find, but he gets that one in, Nate.
Yeah, not an easy shot there either. He goes down to strike it and sort of slips and is falling down, but able to roof it there on top of the net. Just an absolutely phenomenal play by DeLuna.
So DeLuna knocks it even with 16 minutes to go in the contest. Edwin DeLuna finds the back of the net, and we are tied up in Norfolk.
Would be opposed to some extra soccer.
Take a little freebie. So, and we go back to the earlier conversation where Norfolk scores that first goal of the contest.
Well, I'm telling you right now, all the momentum is in favor of this Navigator team. There's another push right here.
Palacio had that assist on the goal from DeLuna. Poked away.
I think, again, he's a really, really talented player, and it's going to sound like I'm dogging on Abdallah here. He does a little bit too much with the soccer ball.
You like to see him make a few extra passes here and there.
For sure, absolutely. He's got the skill to do it. He can place the ball on a dime if he needs to.
You get your team involved as a whole, be feeling pretty good.
No one in the middle there. So in a tie game like this, the tempo has picked up. And again, I think now you absolutely, I was unsure earlier, but now you absolutely have to say that is favoring Lincoln North Star right now. The fact that this is a high tempo game. But now at a tie game like this in the late stages, you both have a goal. You've both seen one go to the back of the net. You've both challenged keepers that's getting physical. You're both playing fast. Who can play their style of soccer better? That just simply is what this comes down to. 15 minutes, see which team can get on top.
So DeLuna gets that goal in the 63rd minute to put some pressure on the Panthers now. And what we talked about with Coach Joe Myers before the game, he said things to work on. What we need to do is obviously finishing out the game so that we go up on opponent, put the game away, and do not let them back in. And so far, we've seen that with North Star. The Panthers get the early goal, but the Gators have really held momentum for most of the second half. Here's a shot, and Norfolk retakes the lead. Wow! Unbelievable strike, Will Anderson.
Wow. Are you kidding me with that shot, Kalen? Oh, my goodness. Please, let's get another look at this right here. So the cross in, not really the best of shots, and it rattles around for a little bit. But watch this. I mean, you can't do that any better.
So we talk about North Star taking the momentum. They score the goal in the 63rd minute. Not even 3 minutes later, Norfolk comes back and retakes the lead. Fantastic display of soccer tonight. Able to beat the new keeper, Cole Smith. Again, he came in for Michael Ghanem, who left that first half due to an injury.
I'm going to be very honest with you here. I don't care if that's a freshman, a sophomore, junior, senior. I don't care if that's...
Give me a name,
yeah,
Nate.
Pick a name out of a hat. Any professional goalkeeper, I don't care. No one's making that save. That is a world-class shot.
When you're on the far side of the net and a perfectly placed shot by Anderson on the far side of the post, it's impossible, like you mentioned, Nate. World class is a great way to describe that shot.
I don't even think with his length, a guy like Victor Wembanyama could get over there. I mean, that's a really, really nicely placed ball. I'm still stunned.
You think Wemby played a little soccer?
Oh, probably. I know he plays chess. Did you see him in New York City?
No.
Yeah, so he actually went out on the streets of New York City, and I was just there over spring break. Beautiful city, by the way. It's so different from anything else you might experience. They got a bunch of chessboards just on throughout the city, and, I mean, why
Did you give it your hand at all?
No, For as nerdy as I am with the calculus, chess is
not as nerdy with chess.
Not as nerdy in that regard.
Norfolk with another opportunity. Could have had yet another goal. That chance a little more difficult. 2-1 lead for the Panthers with 12 minutes to play. Stick around for the top plays after this matchup today, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference, and Southeast Community College. So if you're North Star, Nate, you come back, you tie the game, you're feeling really good, and then almost like a balloon that just gets deflated, Norfolk comes back to jump ahead 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to say, you feel like Tom Brady on the sideline deflated right there. I mean, just absolutely unbelievable shot, which is also a killer. Again, it's a killer as a goalkeeper. It's a killer as a team because you just did all that work. You create your best opportunity of the game. In fact, I don't think you're going to get many better opportunities in the game than that one. And then like a dagger right to the heart.
And there's still time, but with a shot like that after the emotional swing you just went through, it can be hard for players to get back mentally in it. Now, Lincoln North Star, we talked about the hard schedule they've had so far. You go and play who they played in Lincoln Southwest and Columbus, and there is a yellow card going to Brody Gish. But the hard slate does not end for North Star after today, so you'd love to find a way to get back in this and see if you can draw even.
Clear push there on Gish.
After this one, for North Star, you'll take on Omaha South, who was the team that beat Norfolk last year in the district final to advance to the state tournament. That team got to the semifinals before losing to Lincoln Southwest. Then you play Lincoln Northeast, Lincoln East, and Lincoln Southeast. It's a tough slate coming up for the Gators. So one here today on the road. If you can manage to find a way to at least draw this game and keep playing some more soccer, that's what they're looking to do.
I mean, to your point right there, the bad news can absolutely get worse. A flying attempt there.
Wow. Going up and over. Eldine Romulik.
Can't help but get a little chuckle out of that one. But for a team that's been plagued by slow starts all year, it has also been in part due to the scheduling, as that shot goes high. And I mean, just reading the schedule they have there. You want to talk about a hard schedule, though. Look at what Norfolk has got coming up. You got 2 top 10 teams. You got to go on the road to play Grand Island, and then you get Lincoln Southwest to kick off a whole 4-game homestand. And then play 3 teams that you probably should end up being pretty competitive with. But the slate not easy for either of these two coming up, especially when you have to play 2 top 10 teams like Norfolk.
And Norfolk not getting as much love in the polls so far. They were a great team a year ago, on the cusp of heading to the state tournament. But Joe Myers isn't worried about it. He was pretty confident before the matchup, saying, hey, we knew we weren't going to go undefeated, so it's okay to lose that first game of the season to Lincoln Southeast. he said, we'd much rather have that loss come right now than, say, in a district final.
Team only lost 6 games last year, just 3 the year before that.
Still trying to break that barrier and get to the state tournament for the first time in 13 years. Is this the Panther team to do it? Still a long season. And now a whistle there in the middle third. So it goes back to Lincoln North Star with under 8 minutes to play. Here's where things are going to get fun, Nate.
Yeah.
And they've already been fun. It's not like it hasn't been fun.
And so when you have a 2-1 lead late in the game like Norfolk does, you can commit everything to your defense. And that's exactly what they've been doing. You're just going to have to create opportunities.
Aldana pushing forward, slips down, and there is a whistle.
There's no whistle.
No whistle. Wow, and Aldana was calling for it. Abdallah was... Here's a look. It didn't look like there was a lot there.
I like that no call. I really like that no call. That's a great job by our referee out there, I think.
And that's one that could be a game changer if called in the other direction.
Nice move there with the ball.
North Star not giving up hope yet. And that is saved nicely by First. Does the splits.
Well, the crowd of children in front of us has just gotten larger and larger as this game has gotten more and more exciting. I'm here for it, man. Let them have some fun.
A quick set piece. Gators still on it. Well, they'll take the shot, and that goes wide. But last touched by the Panthers.
Good call on the deflection. I saw it up here.
So now Abdallah will go and kick this free kick. Trying to get guys running into the box and right into the hands of Maddox First.
I know there's only about 6 minutes left, but for the pace of this game, that is plenty of time. I'd like you to maybe get the set pieces a little more set.
Well, whoever wins this matchup will get to talk to the player of the game today. Brought to you by Heritage at Fountain Point and Nebraska Orthopedic Center. Machuca just lost it off his foot and out of touch. So Abdallah will put it in.
Yeah, Norfolk not going to be worried about getting on ball here. They're just going to try to defend the best they can and clear it when they can, and just couldn't get it cleared right there. Awkward position.
What a slide! Oh, there's the whistle. That looked great by Vidal Aguirre.
I agree with you. I think that's a great challenge. See it again right here. Maybe caught the toe a little bit, but
it's tricky because he made it look like he made a clean play on the ball. But when you see Abdallah go up and over Aguirre, which really was kind of out of his control. Either way,
that's absolutely a foul there. Did he get something beforehand?
See another look because nothing is called. Oh, yeah. Should have been.
Maybe went out of bounds before, and now someone else hits the deck.
So Rosas on the turf.
I think he wants a foul too.
And there's a yellow. So that goes on Henry Kleppinger. He gets a yellow card. A look at Coach Joel Burt there on the sideline.
I do not blame him for being hot. I know he doesn't really look it right now, but I think the arms crossed tells you all about you need to know.
Wow, so we've had a couple wild plays back to back to back. Fouls here and there. And with 3:54 to go, Norfolk clings to that 1-goal lead. And no different from what it's been the last few years these two teams have played. The last 5 have all been separated by 1 goal, and it's no different tonight.
And this game has had its momentum swings, too. There have been moments where Norfolk is controlling, like they are right now. But, again, for most of that middle part of this game, it was Lincoln North Star getting on their rhythm, creating some pretty solid opportunities, including the amazing one that led to a goal.
Oh, Aguirre with a really nice feed. Trying to get back on it.
Did he maybe think he touched it? Oh, he's going to have a chat here.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So now Aguirre gets carded. So Myers will make the quick substitution. Wow. So a pair of cards on each side as back into the ballgame comes Gavin Bloom. And the official was, he was calling Aguirre back over.
That's unbelievable. I thought maybe for a second from his angle, he thought that maybe he got a hand on that ball trying to get up, but commits the infraction.
Things are heating up in the final 3 minutes.
Ooh.
And another one.
Kalen, I don't know about some of these whistles. I'm all for letting them play.
And we will say the officials were doing a great job of letting them play for most of the game. You have 4 whistles in the final, it feels like the last 2 minutes or so, and it's kind of clogged things up a little bit. North Star with a huge opportunity here. It's Abdallah. Sends it way over the mark.
And he's got his hands on his head there. I think he wants that one back.
A goal kick for Norfolk with 2.5 to go.
And I think head coach Joe Myers is just going to tell his keeper, like, hey, take all the time that you can.
And here's another whistle. Oh, some shoving afterward, a little extracurricular.
Oh, coach is coming over to separate.
Wow, Burt has to be held back. Burt throws off the assistant coach of Norfolk. Wow. This game is
fiery.
Quickly getting fiery and could get out of hand.
So there's the tackle that you see right there. It's a violent one, and they immediately come up jawing. There's the shove. The official is going to come over to try to separate things. You see Burke in the back, so he's going to grab his player, and on his way, and shoves off the assistant coach. That is crazy.
This is unbelievable. Did you expect to see this on a Thursday night? Probably not.
I don't think the people at home are complaining. I'm not.
Must-see TV on News Channel Nebraska, Nate. It just shows how important a game like this is this early in the season.
For Norfolk, it's a chance to build some momentum against a team that's always played you really, really close. And again, as we said earlier, you got 2 top 10 teams in the class upcoming right now, and maybe Norfolk proves to join that ranks if they can hold on here for the final 2 minutes. And then for Lincoln North Star, you just have a stretch of games against some pretty solid teams, and teams like Omaha South, Lincoln Northeast, and Lincoln East that are going to give them some good challenges. But I think from what we've seen here today, this is the Navigator team that can compete with most anyone.
Little time gets added back on the clock as things are simmering down.
Things will heat back up. That's my prediction. I've been pretty good on them today.
You have been.
Doesn't usually happen that way. The broadcaster jinx haunts me.
You've heard of Nostradamus? How about Nate Stradamus on NCN tonight?
Don't give me that ego.
Sticking around for our post-game show brought to you by KRT. 1:35 to go. Panthers trying to hold on and lock down defensively to secure their 4th win of the season. Meanwhile, North Star looking for a late equalizer to draw the game into extra soccer.
Norfolk has just got to be sound defensively here. Nothing crazy. If the ball gets on your foot, just clear it away.
As this does go beyond that goal line. So an opportunity here for North Star late. 65 seconds to go. A good set piece.
Put everybody in the box. I'm kind of surprised that the goalkeeper isn't coming up to get in the box.
Here's the delivery.
Easily driven away. That was pretty easy from Norfolk.
DeLuna back on it. He'll take a shot, nice feed away, and then First is on it. Secures the ball with 40 seconds to go.
And I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be a very underrated defensive play from the Panthers, because if that ball gets through, Abdallah was right there, and this game is tied.
And it's one-on-one with Abdallah and First, and really doesn't matter who you are at that close range. 20 seconds to go. Last gas for North Star.
And you got to go, and that's not going to do it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Ooh, a whistle.
5.
And that's a yellow for Rosas. Probably okay with that in the final 4 seconds.
Well, there's only 4 seconds left here. I don't know if you have enough time to sky this thing in there and try to get an opportunity. He's got to put some leg into this.
Vu does give it a shot right into the chest of First. And the Norfolk Panthers win their 4th straight contest as they move to 4-1 on the season.
What a game. I mean, unbelievable game. You had emotional swings. You had momentum swings. Goals 3 minutes apart. The Thursday night lights were really bright tonight. They weren't too bright for the Norfolk Panthers, as you just said. Winners of 4 straight, and now going into what might be their hardest 2-game set of the season.
Stick around for our post-game show. We're talking with head coach Joe Myers and our player of the game coming up next as Norfolk gets the 2-1 victory.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Currency. Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.
So I was a former smoker. My breathing got really bad. My family finally insisted I go to a pulmonologist. And that's when they did tests and diagnosed me with COPD and asthma. Because there's nothing worse than not being able to breathe. And they helped me tremendously. They've helped me get my lung function back. With the help of Faith Regional, I've become a lung hero.
For over 40 years, years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
At TC Amish Home, we want to help you live better, longer. With a complete selection of health-focused power chairs from Ultra Comfort. Ultra Comfort features zero-gravity positioning, giving you that weightless feeling and increasing your circulation. Elevate your feet, release tension, reduce swelling, and maximize blood flow. They are fully programmable to your customized settings. With the softest, easy-to-clean fabrics, the entire family is able to enjoy the benefits of your new Ultra Comfort power chair. Live better, longer with Ultra Comfort at TC Amish Home in Norfolk.
Spring is here. For farmers, making safety a priority this planting season can be the difference between life and death. Always look out for power lines before exiting the cab, when loading and transporting machinery, and when raising or unfolding equipment. Keep equipment at least 20 feet from power lines and use a spotter when possible. Be aware of what's overhead. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by See the Trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
When you're looking for reliability, innovation, and performance, look no further than Woodhouse Ford. From the powerful F-150 to the versatile Escape and the spacious Expedition, Ford offers a lineup designed to meet your needs and exceed your expectations. Take advantage of exciting offers going on now. Browse our inventory online or in store at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to NebraskaOrtho.com. That's NebraskaOrtho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Norfolk Panthers get the win here at home over the Lincoln North Star Navigators 2-1 here with the winning head coach of the Panthers, Joe Myers. Coach, tell us about how you came out in the first 5 minutes. You scored that first goal of the game. What would happen there with your offense?
Yeah, I mean, the boys are playing on their front foot, and, you know, that's something that we tried to get across early in the season was just play forward. We knew we had to learn how to go score goals because last year we were very defensive, and then, you know, you're just not going to get to state. You're not going to win those big games if you're not scoring at least, I'm going to say 2 goals a game. I mean, 2 goals a game is a good average. You win a lot of games with 2 goals.
Yeah, and you guys have been doing a fantastic job scoring goals so far. You guys are up to now +8 in goal differential, so those are coming. You're now 4-1, and well, before we get there, let's talk about the middle portion of that game. So the aggressiveness came out first, then what happened as the game continued on?
Yeah, I think just the flow of the game kind of just, you know, I don't know, just got a little bit out of sync, and then there was, you know, a little bit of lack of teamwork, I guess, amongst our own players. So then, you know, it just felt a little out of sync, and it took us a while to get back into a little bit of a rhythm there. And of course, we played a bunch of games in a short amount of time, so there's a little bit of fatigue as well. And, you know, you're trying to rotate players in. And so, but yeah, I mean, we'll take the win. I mean, at this point in time, you know, win's a win, so.
When North Star got that equalizing goal with just about 15, 17 minutes left in the contest, what was going on through your head and the player's head?
Well, I mean, with the recent overtime, you know, game against Kearney, I mean, everybody, you know, kind of had that in the back of their minds. We didn't want that tonight. Just put them away. I think, you know, we're the favored team to go, you know, to going into this game, and you know, it was a little, you know, until Will put that goal in, it seemed just a little shaky there.
Yeah, 3 minutes later, Will Anderson puts it in, and then what was it like, elation?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of relief there. But you know, kudos to North Star. They have some, you know, talented players. They play really hard. They're obviously out there trying to win the game just as hard as we were. So, you know, it was not an easy win by any means.
Okay, so now you got Grand Island and Lincoln Southwest coming up. 2 teams that are in the top 10 currently. Going to be a couple tough battles for you.
Well, I mean, if you want to be, you know, up there with the big boys, which is, you know, our record shows that we should be up there with those guys, and you know, then you're going to take those challenges on, and I think we'll be ready for them. But I'm glad we have a few days off here to recover and get ready.
What do you think a win like this does for the confidence for your guys?
Well, I mean, it's a little. I mean, honestly, I don't think we played well. The guys were kind of down on themselves just because the quality wasn't there. So they know it wasn't like, you know, how we expected to play. So that part was a little bit disappointing. I think, you know, we're a lot better team than we showed tonight even. But you know, it's a win, and the guys battled. So congratulations to the guys on the field. They put in a lot of hard work.
Last thing for you, Will Anderson. How about his first goal?
Oh yeah, player of the game tonight. That's an easy call, I'm pretty sure. So that was the game winner. It was a really nice goal. Yeah, from my angle, it was pretty sweet. I don't know what it looked like from up in the stands, but from where I was, it was really nice.
It was pretty sweet. So Coach Myers, winning head coach for the Norfolk Panthers as they move to 4-1 on the season. Coach, congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, let's bring on in Will Anderson. Scored that game-winning goal after the equalizer. Will, first of all, man, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing, man. Yeah, feeling really good. It's my first goal of the season. Came at a great time, so I'm excited for the win.
Are you always looking for the next opportunity to put one in the back of the net?
Of course, yeah. I feel like I'm mainly like a defensive player, so it feels great scoring a goal. It feels really good.
All right, so take me through that goal that Lincoln North Star scored to tie the game at 1. You're holding the lead for most of the game. What was going through your head when you saw, okay, the Gators tied us up?
I just knew we had to work harder. I saw him score, and I was like, dang. Man, I was actually on the bench, but yeah, I saw it go in, and I was like, "Oh, dude, we're in for a good game here." So I'm glad that we went out and we got the win.
So you come in right after that, 3 minutes later, and then you're able to put that one in. Man, that was clinical. You found the far side of the net. What was going through your head when the ball came your way?
So I saw, I think it was Vidal played it over, and someone headed out, and I was like, "Oh, I had the perfect chance." Popped right out to me. I had a clean strike, and luckily it went bottom corner, and it got past the keeper. So. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to see you guys fired up. So you get the win, scored that game-winning goal, Will. And now you got a little bit of rest, which is exciting. But after that, Grand Island and Lincoln Southwest, what are you feeling? What are the guys feeling?
I mean, we're ready. We've been working hard every day in practice. I'm confident in my team. We're excited for the rest of the days. We need it. We played quite a few matches, but I think we're confident, and we're going into it with good, high hopes.
What's the goal for the Norfolk Panthers this season?
Make it to state. Go as far as we can. Hopefully win state. I mean, that's the goal.
I love it. Will Anderson scored that game-winning goal there and gave Norfolk Panthers the victory tonight. You guys are 4-1. Go celebrate the win, Will.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
All right, we got our top plays coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitor Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
From sunup to sundown, the work ethic of the farmer is unquestioned. As farming methods change and evolve, you need a financial partner to help you reach your goals. Elkhorn Valley Bank's experienced lenders are committed to providing dependable advice and fast local decisions, no matter the size of the operation. From farmland to livestock, you can count on us today and in the future. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There really is a difference.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
This broadcast is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. See the trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone. See the trainer. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
Pain can affect every aspect of your life. Chronic back, neck, nerve, and other pain can make work feel impossible, stop you from doing the activities you enjoy, and can even lead to stress and trouble sleeping. If you are dealing with pain for an extended amount of time and are struggling to do normal day-to-day tasks, turn to Dr. Balkaya or Dr. Prince at Faith Regional Physician Services to help you find relief. When you're experiencing chronic pain, finding the source of the pain is our first step. Our specialists use a wide range of diagnostic tests to determine how to control or manage your pain. You can expect us to discuss your goals, preferences, and lifestyle to create a treatment plan that uses innovative and safe techniques. You deserve to enjoy a pain-free life. Take the next step. Visit frpsclinics.org to meet our pain management specialists.
Be the MVP in your kitchen with these mini crispy chicken and waffles. With this simple recipe and the right appliances from the team at Schaefer's during Munchie Madness. Whirlpool is stacked with savings on amazing air fry ranges. Combine that with the Whirlpool air fry microwave and fast crispy food is just minutes away. Plus with Munchie Madness savings and rebates at Schaefer's, you'll save hundreds on your new appliance lineup. Follow your team and create your dreams all month long at Schaefer's.
Norfolk gets the win tonight over the Lincoln North Star Navigators, 2-1 on News Channel Nebraska. Kaylin Debin and Nate Bope finishing up things here today with our top plays in just a moment. But before we get there, Nate, your final thoughts about that contest.
I am going to echo the thoughts of Will Anderson, the player of the game today. I didn't realize he wore the captain sleeve, too. So how about that? Your captain hitting a screamer to get the game winner. I truly think that after seeing everything I've seen today and knowing what I know about the other teams in Class A, you can call me crazy. I think this is the top 10 team in the class, and I think they can contend with a lot of the teams that they have left on their schedule. Again, going to be really tough these next 2 games. You got to go on the road, play Grand Island, and Norfolk was a team last year that won the games they were supposed to, but they struggled when that competition took an extra step up. So we'll see if that's a change this year, but I think this team looked really good today. And for Lincoln North Star as well, don't hang your head, because if they can play as aggressive as they did throughout the middle/latter parts of this game for a full 80 minutes, I think that they're going to be a really tough team to beat as well. Again, they got a tough road ahead of them too.
Right. They have an opportunity, though, with Omaha South, then Lincoln Northeast and Lincoln East. If you can grab two of those 3, you're feeling pretty good as you head into the back half of that schedule. Take a look now at our top plays, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference, and Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible. Beautiful sunset today in Norfolk, Nebraska, between these 2 Class A teams, the Panthers and the Navigators. The last 5 times these 2 teams have played, it has been a 1-goal game, and that was no different here today. How about the first one in off the head of Isidro Rosas, his 8th goal of the season?
Goalkeeper going to his right, shot to the left, perfectly placed ball, no chance for the keeper on that one. And this one, was so close. Maybe if it wasn't too far outside, could have seen a second one there from the same player. But it was really easy for Norfolk early. They were getting a lot of good chances, putting a lot of pressure at the net. It's all because of that guy wearing number 10. Rosas
trying to feed it that time to Ethan Machuca, just sends it a bit high over the crossbar. Still a 1-0 lead for the Panthers, but they really controlled most of that first half as Vidal Aguirre's shot is sent over the crossbar too. But North Star did come back a little bit defensively. There's a look at Braden Long, a shot right into the hands of the keeper, Michael Ghanem. Still at the end, the waning moments of this first half of play, Bloom gave it a run, but nice job by Ghanem getting there, and that play actually knocked him out for the rest of the contest.
Yeah, they ended up having a freshman keeper come in, and the more and more I look at that play, the more and more I start to think maybe there was something for concern there. Took a knee there in that one. I mean, Norfolk was just continuing the pressure early on. If that one would have gone in, oh boy, you're talking about a much different game. And then this was a beautiful cross right here too. We thought went a little long, but I think that was Anderson that ended up getting the head on it and just couldn't put it where he wanted to. And then you started to see things take a turn, and Lincoln North Star came with the pressure. This is the best opportunity of the night. It led to a goal.
The cross was fantastic. It was Oscar Palacios able to find it over to his teammate Edwin DeLuna, who knotted up the game. And all of a sudden, momentum is on the friends of the Lincoln North Star Navigators, but not for very long.
No,
take a look at this.
Yeah, just 3 minutes later. This is one of the best goals I've ever seen live. The captain, watch this one. Laser right to the back corner. I mean, just an unbelievable shot. It proved to be the game winner. Not without a good fight from Lincoln North Star, and this one got a little chippy, and the final effort from the Navigators, just not enough time.
Vu tried to send it over easily into the arms of Maddox first as Norfolk gets the win. They win their 4th straight contest. They move to 4-1 on the season as they defeat the Lincoln North Star Navigators 2-1. Now, a tough road coming up, though, for Norfolk. Nate, we talked about it, Grand Island and Lincoln Southwest. We'll be right back here 1 week from today to watch the Panthers and the Silverhawks.
And, again, that's a Silverhawks team that both me and you look at. They have challenged Creighton Prep in the state final each of the last 2 seasons. I don't know. My soccer sense tingle a little bit. Something tells me this is the Silverhawks' year.
I like it, but can Norfolk contend with the Silverhawks from Memorial Field in 1 week from today? That's going to be the question, and they'll have a tough test before that with Grand Island. We'll see what happens when we get there, but thank you so much for joining us on News Channel Nebraska tonight. For Connor and Paul doing a fantastic job helping direct the action today. Kevin on Top Cam, all of our other great camera operators here today. For Nate Bope, thanks for joining us from Wayne State College. This young man has a fantastic future ahead, and hope to be joining us again next week.
Yeah, I definitely will if you'll have me. I appreciate the kind words. It was a great opportunity. Very excited to do it. Honestly, not as nervous as I thought I would be. But, I mean, great opportunity, great soccer game. Hope we get another good one next week.
From all of us at News Channel Nebraska, my name is Kalen Debin. Have a fantastic rest of your night.